When it comes to business, EQ eats IQ for breakfast. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Fathul, and in this video, as you can tell, we are going to talk about emotional intelligence and why it is so important and what is it and how we can build it in our teenage life and anything, and how it can help us in our future career, relationship wise, and everything else altogether, and how to build it as young at as young age as possible. So let's get started with what actually is an emotional intelligence. So let's talk about what is emotional intelligence. In simple words, emotional intelligence means being able to address your emotions and being able to control it in different scenarios. And emotional intelligence is not just about addressing your own emotions, it's also about other people's emotions, like understanding what other people, your family members, your friends, and other relatives, and everyone, what other people are feeling in different scenarios, and what can you do about it to make them feel better. There are a couple of signs of having a better IQ. I have a couple of them listed here. So if you have, if these check marks, if these items checks, that means you have a good IQ. So being able to describe what you are feeling in different situations and being able to describe it to yourself and other people, if you can do that, you have a good EQ. Being able to awareness about your strengths and weaknesses. So if you are aware about what are your strengths and weaknesses, and where do you excel in life and in your career, in your relationship wise, anything, being aware of that is a sign of good EQ. Self-acceptance, accepting yourself, accepting changes, are signs of great IQ. And last but not the least, empathy for other people. If you can feel what other people are feeling at different situations, scenarios, and everything, you have a good EQ. And if you have a good EQ, you don't even need to watch this video, right? You can just go ahead and do whatever you wanted to do with your life. But if you don't have it, you can continue watching this video, and I'm going to show and talk about what are the ways and types, especially teenagers and young people, can build their emotional intelligence. And one thing is that if you are more interested in about the signs of EQ, and if you are actually good, if your emotional intelligence is great or something, I will link an article there. You can just go there and click that link and you can watch that article. It's a great article. It's about signs of having, I think, great EQ or something like that. Read it, you can check mark it. Link in the description. So let's talk about why emotional intelligence is important for us as teenagers and young people to build it, and why it's going to help us. Number one step, number one reason why it is very important for us, because it is going to be because of like school and work. It will going to be help us a lot when it comes to our career, like school, work, whatever. I'm guessing most of us are like in schools, students, especially because my target range is mostly teenagers and young people. So I'm hoping it's mostly most of us are students. So being a student, emotional intelligence helps us a lot, because there are times when it's a lot of high pressure scenarios, and you can get depressed. And as the statistics says in different newspaper and news portal, is that the depression rate are getting higher and higher. Emotional intelligence, addressing your emotion, controlling your emotion, understanding what you are feeling and describing it, and everything that emotional intelligence is, being able to be good at it, it will help you a lot, not just to excel in your careers, school, work, and everything. It will also help you to deal with depression. It will help you to deal with burnouts. It will help. It's an amazing way of starting to live a peaceful life, to be honest. And from depression and stress, we can come to the conclusion of a second point, which is it will improve your mental health. And being able to control your emotion will help you to control your depression and stress level and everything, which will ultimately lead us to live a better life and peaceful life and stress-free life. Reason number 3 why we should build emotional intelligence is going to be about physical health. Now, we don't often realize that how mental health and stress, depression can affect our physical health. And I have some reports that says that, like, this is just to make you aware about like what are the damages it can create for us in a human body. And it's devastating. So it says that unable to control your emotions leads us to stress, rises of blood pressure, increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, contributes to infertility, and speeds up the aging process. So it's huge. It's huge that how much an emotion, like how much being unable to control your emotions and being stressed day by day can affect you, not just mentally, not just that it will affect your happiness, peace of mind, and your lifestyle. It will damage your physical health to a huge level, huge amount. So it's devastating and terrifying about like learning about that, how much it affects. So being able to control all those things is going to be a blessing, and the blessing is being able to control your emotional intelligence. And I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to try to share about like how we can learn about it. And last but not the least, the number four reason the fourth number anyhow is about relationship. And it has to be obvious, because emotional intelligence is not just about your emotions, it's about other people and understanding other people's emotions. As I said about the science of EQ, that it's about empathy, it's about understanding what other people are experiencing in different situations. So if you do that, if you are able to understand other people's situations, scenarios, it will be very, very easy for you to build relationship, to build bonding, because people, most of us don't often address our emotions, don't often talk about our emotions. So if you are the one who understand other people's emotions, you are unique, you are different, you are extraordinary, just by learning to change your emotions, just by learning to understand your and other people's emotions and being able to describe and clear about it. So that's why I think these are the main four reasons about why emotional intelligence is important. But other than those things, if you are trying to build a business, empathy and everything about in your employees, sharing your thoughts, sharing their thoughts, everything is very, very much important. So because this channel is about business, I have to talk about business a little bit. That's why I said it about it. Other than that, I have, again, all of these things are from an article. I will link that in the description. If you are more interested in reading about it, you can just go ahead, and you are more than welcome to read about it. As we have talked about what is emotional intelligence and why it's important, let's talk about how to build it in our daily activities. And I want this to be like a real assignment to you, that there are a couple of 4 to 5 tips that I'm going to give you. Pick at least one and at least try to make that a habit of yours, and do that continuously, so that it can help you to actually build your emotion day by day. And I'm serious, this is crucial, this is important. So let's talk about the first thing and first reason why, how to build your emotional intelligence. So first one is going to be talk about your emotions more often and openly. So most of us are so embarrassed about sharing our emotions, and we don't know the words we should use to express ourselves, our emotions, and we are embarrassed because we want to be cool, and sharing your fears, sharing your stress is not cool. And so that's why what we should do is we should have someone. I'm not just talking about friends, because most of our friends also are stupid like us. I mean, they are also trying to be cool. But I'm talking about some people who are experienced than us. It might be your parents. It's someone who are more important than you, more experienced than you. I'm sorry. It might also be from online, virtually anywhere, like someone, some group of people, some community who can help you to address your emotions and use the words to express and describe your emotions when you feel it. So talking or speaking your heart out about your emotions, it doesn't make you weak, it makes you stronger, because it makes you accept yourself, and it makes other people to realize that this guy is talking about his emotions so confidently. This guy knows something. So that builds up your confidence. Talking about your emotions has tons of benefits. Okay, So tip number 2 on how to build emotional intelligence is going to be self-awareness or self-consciousness. It's a part of it. I have talked about, like, talk to your parents and experience one emotionally or openly and stuff, but I think self-awareness is a different thing, because it's about understanding how you feel at different scenarios. So how to be more self-aware, it's do this one time, is that whenever you are feeling stress and depressed, think about why you are feeling that. It's boring, but it's useful. Addressing and trying to observe your emotion at different scenarios helps you to understand that, okay, this is something that I really don't like, but I pretend to be liking that because it makes me feel connected with my friends and group of people whom I want to be with, and that's why I am pretending to like it, but I really don't like it, which makes me uncomfortable. So that's one feeling. So just by describing this feeling, you can realize and you can understand, okay, this is how my brain is working right now, and I don't like it or I like it. This is how my values are. This is what I prioritize in my life, and do I like it? Question yourself and realize and rearrange that what are the things that you really value and prioritize, and are those things the one that you really want to prioritize, or it's just society or your friends group has set it up on you, and are you really ready to take it, or is it uncomfortable and you want to remove those things from your life? So another reason of building a great emotional intelligence is going to be become a good listener. So emotional intelligence is not just about you, it's about people around you. It's also about people who are surrounding you, friends, family members, anyone. And so that's why understanding their emotions, empathizing with them, caring about them, and it doesn't just help them, it also obviously helps build a strong bonding and everything, but it also helps you to understand human as well, because the way they are thinking right now, if you empathize with that and if you feel that, it might also help you to deal with your own emotions in different scenarios. Because talking with other people, becoming a good listener, listening to other people's stories can teach you a lot about life, and it's really I don't know, it's just a good experience, I would say. So try doing that, and being a good listener is amazing. It's about dealing your emotion. Okay, one thing that I just want to talk about is that okay, I've wrote that down. Yeah, that is that don't get overwhelmed by other people's emotions. So when you try to become a good listener and empathize with other people, you tend to understand and empathize and sympathize with their emotions, and you try to feel their emotions, but don't get overwhelmed by it. So don't let that come to you. So someone is depressed, and that bad energy, if that's influencing you and your life and your lifestyle, it's not good, it's bad. So yeah, understanding other people's emotion, listening to their stories, having a good experience has tons of benefits, but make sure that it doesn't come over you and make you overwhelmed by, oh my god, there's so many emotions, I'm not liking it. Don't let negative emotions come to you. That's what I meant in simple words. Last but not the least on how to build your emotions is build a journal. Create a journal. Journal is great. It helps you to write down your emotions. It helps you to be more clear about your emotions, and it helps many people. It has tons of benefits. You can just go to Google, YouTube, and search for it. You can see there are many types of journals. One very famous is bullet journaling. I don't know if that will be helpful for you or not, but for many people it was great. So yeah, I think having a journal, writing it down, writing your emotions down is great. I'm not the best guy to give you tips about journaling because I haven't purely started it. I have, but I myself need suggestions about journaling and stuff. So I think that start journaling. That's a great tip, and obviously that's one of the best tip anyone can give about your controlling your emotion and stuff. So start journaling, or at least do any of those 4 or 5 tips that I have given you. At least try one. It's just your homework or something. Take it as a homework or something interesting, assignment or anything. That pick one of those 4. Pick one of those 4, and just focus on that one, and just try to build that one purely, just one thing. It will help you build your emotions, and it will help you if you build that one thing. Take any one of that and take it into an action, and if you are able to do it, it will build your confidence level, and it will help you amazing. Just one. That's just it.